Where were you when everything was falling apart? All my days I spent by the telephone and it never rang. And all I needed was a call. That's how I feel about Charles Xavier. And that's how I feel about Storm. Where the hell were you? Where were you? So, we're talking about X-Men 97, episode 8. I know I'm late, bars. A lot of stuff been going on and stuff. But anyways, we're talking about episode 8. All right. We're going to talk about episode 9 in the following video after this one. You're probably going to see me wearing the same shirt. That's because I'm recording it on the same day. All right. So I don't want y'all thinking I don't have any clothes, because I do have clothes. I don't have a lot of clothes, but not because I don't have money to afford clothes. It's because I choose to have a certain amount of clothes. But anyways, all right. Episode 8 was fire. It was fire. A couple things that ticked me off on it, but the thing about it is, hey, what episode doesn't have anything that ticks me off on it? Okay? But my first message, I'm dead serious. Where in the were you, Storm? Where were you, Charles? Don't tell me, well, Charles was up there in the Shi'ar Empire and blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's been, what, 3 episodes? 3 episodes. You supposed to been there, bro. You supposed to have been there. Where are you? You didn't show up to the funeral. And oh, this is spoiler alert, because if you're listening to this review, this is spoiler alert. We're spoiling everything, all right? I'm just letting you know. Warning, warning. So you can pause it and come back, or you can continue to listen, all right? But he shows up at the end. Gee, gosh, I hope I'm not too late. Yeah, you're late, bro. You're late. You know you're late. But where the hell Storm, man? Still hadn't seen you. Still haven't seen you. Where in the hell are you? You didn't show up to Gambit's funeral. You ain't showed up at all. But at the end, he had said, to me, my X-Men. See, stop that. They're not your X-Men. Just say, hey, students. Well, they're not even your students anymore. Just, hey, y'all, listen. Need your help. We need to let our powers combine. Go planet. I mean, and you notice he called on, it has Scott, Jean, Storm. I forgot who the fourth one was. It wasn't Rogue. I think he knew better to call Rogue, because I'm pretty sure he was already aware of the relationship that Rogue and Magneto has, and he probably knows because Rogue is so in love with Magneto that ain't no point me even calling that chick, because you know what? Hey, she already got that connection with Magneto. All right, so, but I thought that was weak, man. Like, bro, where the hell were you? Where were you, man? They needed you, and you coming down there. Gee, gods, I hope I'm not too late. Bro, you can read minds. You can read minds, so you know what's going on. There's no assuming. You can read minds, so you know what's going on. You know it's not going good. Gee, gosh, I hope I'm not too late. Yeah, bro, you're too late. You're too late. I'm gonna be all over the place on this. I'm not understanding why Magneto was in his underwears. I don't understand that. Why he had to be in his underwear. I'm not understanding that. Put some clothes on him. Like, what the hell is wrong with Bastion? Put some clothes on the dude, man. You tripping, dude. You tripping hard, We finally got to see Wolverine shine. It's one of those things in life when you have a season of X-Men, and it's like, you can go, there's 10 episodes, right? It took us the 8th episode to where we got to see Wolverine just really tear some ish up, and just really just go berserker style. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude was in the air, hang time like Michael Jordan, and slicing and dicing, man. It's one of those things, man. Wolverine, I'm going to tell you something. He's not the strongest, not the most powerful or anything like that, but as a fan, we love the optics of it. Like, you take the X-Men live action movies, and even though the X-Men movies still feel like a Wolverine solo, you know, like the reason why we're so drawn to his character, I believe, is because we want to see him claw some stuff up. And that's one of the most, a lot of people say, well, that's not a creative way to unalive somebody and stuff. Yeah, but it's more personal and it means more. Because that means he has to get up on you. Like if you blast from distance, it's like, okay, I'm supposed to know, you blasted me from a distance or you got me from a distance. But when it's just like if you ever watch not Seed of Chucky, not was it Bride of Chucky? Bride of Chucky. Yeah. Where, you know, his wife, she wanted him to be more creative on how he kills people. But he was like, man, got my butcher knife here. That's his weapon. That's what he does. You can say it's basic or whatever, but it's very, very hard to stop. It's hard to stop. And you just feel that extra oomph when Chucky uses the knife compared to when he does other things. It's just like a goddamn monster dunk from Shaq. Like a lot of people, they will complain and complain, well, he's too big and blah, blah, blah. But if you was his size, you would do the exact same thing. Whenever people are dunking on lower rim goals, they trying to, boom, Shaq attack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do the Jordan dunks. People attempt to do those, but if you can do those Shaq dunks and display that power, it's just like, hey, you can pick Cyclops powers, Magneto's powers, but it's like to get up on somebody and do the whole Wolverine scream and stuff. That's what most people want to do because it's ferocious, it's animalistic. But Wolverine did the doggone thing, but not just Wolverine. Nightcrawler, man. When Nightcrawler is mad, Nightcrawler, man, is like the Andre 3000 of the X-Men, bro. Because Andre 3000, he's fine, but you never hear about Andre 3000. Well, even Big Boy, you never hear about Outkast being in any beefs. You never. I haven't heard about them being in any rap beefs. And it's one of those things, if they were in one, I think the way when Nightcrawler getting mad and angry and just tearing stuff up and going wild on villains, I think that's the closest thing we'll ever get to seeing Outkast being in a doggone rap battle, rap beef or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like Nightcrawler, he's saying none. No, he doesn't have 6. There's 9. Both hands, and the tail. I'm like, they was doing the doggone thing. That scene where they showed you how it looks when he's teleporting, oh my goodness. Like, when they do an X-Men live action movie, you have to have that. I don't give a damn what the budget is, you have to have that, man. That right there can be something equivalent to when you think about X-Men Days of Future Past, even X-Men Apocalypse, where you have the Quicksilver scenes. You see what he's doing, how it looks when he's like running fast, but everything is all slow-mo to him. And you see everything he's doing. Like, you got to have that in there, man. You got to have that in the X-Men live action movie. That'll make it extra fire, I believe. But, man, that those goddamn Prime Sentinels are a beast, man. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Like, I do not feel bad for those people who are the humans who are Prime Sentinels. Because at first I was thinking, you know what? Well, Bastion did that to them. But no, they went and signed up for that, man. So you willingly signed up to go hook yourself up to stuff, this experiment, so you could be on the same power level as mutants. Okay. I mean, all right. Okay. So, all right, you want to play those games. Okay, well, guess what? It's time to battle. It's time to battle. And you can't renege on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you are now a threat. About to take your ass down. I felt bad for Beast, man. It's like, damn. Well, in a way I did, in a way I didn't, because, old girl, she showed up with hot cocoa. A lot of people, I was listening to E-Man reviews, movie reviews, check his show out, and he thought it was coffee. So he thought, we can make up, let's go drink some coffee. He thought that's what Trish was doing. But no, she brought hot cocoa. All right? Not coffee. So she had bad intentions because, you know, grown-ups don't drink hot cocoa. All right? I know grown-ups do drink hot cocoa, but you understand what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right? Okay, I knew it. But anyways, like I mean, she's just terrible, man. She is just terrible. It's like, dang, you know Beast. Beast is one of the most gentle beings out there, mutant, human, whatever, and it's like you want to do him like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. Beast is somebody you don't want to tick off because his name is Beast, okay? His name is Beast. His name is not Charming Tissue. It's Beast. So if he's being nice, don't do things to provoke that beast, man. Because it might be hard to stop him. You don't want him going into beast mode. You know what I'm saying? He going to Marshawn Lynch mode on you. But I hate how she betrayed him like that, man. She ended up being one of those Prime Sentinels. Wolverine did on her, so I don't know I don't know if her character is dead or what, but I'm pretty sure she got some scars. But hey, you know what? You brought that on yourself. You brought it on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You brought it on yourself. But I do get it from the human perspective, because think about it. If you're playing sports or whatever, what did Bastion said? He said, they fear that a mutant can do the job. One mutant can do a job that 10 men can do. So this that whole they took our jobs mentality. They took our jobs. So I get it. I get it. But how they went about it, that's not cool. It's not cool at all. Because you have some humans, they feel that way about other humans just because those humans not their ethnicity and stuff. So they took our jobs. It's like, come on, man, go on somewhere with that. Miss me with that, bro. But anyways, it was cool to see the Summers family working together. And I know if you're Cable, that has to be confusing. I know if you're Cyclops, that's confusing. I know if you're Jean, it's confusing. It's just a whole bunch of doggone ball of confusion. I know my singing sucks. I know, but bear with me. You understand the message. Thank you. All right. That's a lot of confusion because think about it. Like, if you're Cable, you're looking at Jean. She's identical to your mom, but he knows that's not her. If you're Jean, you're having these memories of carrying Cable because your clone did carry Cable. And if you're Cyclops, it's like, man, my baby's mom and my wife, they look exactly the same because they are the same. Your baby mother was literally a piece of your wife, So it's, but it was cool to see them working together. And I love Jean taking on the motherly role. She was like, fasten your seatbelt. Cable, the biggest of them all, and fasten your seatbelt. And then she was like, okay, you hurry up and get back. Oh, stop, boss. Stop telling me what to do. You remember that commercial where the dude was like, you're not my dad. Or in this case, you're not my mom. But you could tell he respects her as long as she's not trying to tap into his head. And once she stopped trying to get up in his mind or whatever, because that's his personal thoughts. And what you got to understand, he has to teleconnect. He has the psychic abilities too. I'll be messing that word up, man. And so, but after she stopped doing that, you could tell there was a mutual respect for one another. But that whole part where he said, man, let's show them what happens when you mess with the Summers. Man, they all in unison, and it's like, hey, forget whatever beefs or whatever issues we got going on. We about to just smash these fools right now. Referring to these Prime Sentinels, which are like, goddamn, they are ferocious for real. That scene where they was in there with the mom, with Bastion's mom. Bastion, that reminded me of, if you ever seen the movie The Legion, it's called Legion, okay, with Paul Bettany. You know who Paul Bettany is from the MCU. He plays Vision. Dennis Quaid, Charles S. Dutton, Tyrese is in there. Real good movie. And then yeah, Tyra and Saracen from Friday Night Lights there in that movie too. Well, hold up. My bad. Saracen is not in that movie. But the guy who played the quarterback, who looks like Peyton Manning, and he's on the show NCIS New Orleans, He was in the first Friday Night Lights. He was in the Friday Night Lights movie. He was the quarterback. He's in that movie. I'm thinking about Matt Saracen. But anyways, real good movie. And there's a scene where there's an old lady, friendly old lady in the diner. You know, reminds you of like Betty White just sitting there smiling. And then all of a sudden, she says, "Your baby's gonna burn in hell." And it was like, what? And it just turned sinister. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with Bastion's mom when Cyclops, Cable, and Jean was in there. That's why I'm like, oh boy, oh boy. You know what's wild to me? It's like, so Jean initially she was trying to read Cable's mind. I think she should be more. I think she should initiate reading more people's minds, because I wonder, like, when she's seeing a human, if she read that human's mind, can she tell whether or not if they are a Prime Sentinel? Now, maybe it's set up where that's blocked, where you won't know until that person reveal him or herself. But I'm curious about that. It's like, hey, we don't have much time to spare. Read this chick mind. Let's see what the hell's going on. I mean, for like I say, that is Bastion's mom. We do find out that Bastion's mom was in an episode of X-Men, the animated series. It was that episode where Bishop and his sister and Wolverine and Storm, who come from an alternate universe, where they came back to try to save the professor before he got killed. Kind of like some Terminator stuff. All right, so she worked at the diner, okay? And in that same diner, Nimrod was there. Nimrod, and we find out that Bastion is a combination of Nimrod and Master Mode. Is it Master Mode or Mastermind? Because maybe my hearing is tripping, or my caption. Sometimes it says Mastermind, sometimes it says Master Mode. But anyways, I'll have to go back and check on that. But yeah, it was some. Like I say, there's certain layers of this show where it looks like if they wanted to dive into some type of horror type stuff, they can do that. Because there's multiple episodes in this season where it has certain elements of horror, which I for one have no problem with, you know. But yeah, man, it was good seeing the Summers family kick some butt, man. You know, I was thinking about something, you know, and the question was posed. They was like, well, what happened? Where's Bishop? And we find out that Bishop, well, last time we saw Bishop, he was holding Cable when he was a baby. Baby Nathan. Baby Nathaniel. He was holding him. And it's like, something happened. Now, I don't know. Did he get, like, was Nathan just a irritable baby to the point where Bishop like, man, this ain't for me. I ain't your pappy. I'm about to send you back over here or something. But you know, I'm not going to assume that, because Bishop seems like a good dude. So maybe they just got lost. But then, man, that's sad, because think about it. If you Cyclops, man, number one, he didn't want to send his kid away, but he did what he had to do, even though he didn't want to do it. But then it's like, you thinking he's in good hands, because it's like, at least, all right, man, at least, you know, he got Bishop with him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, I had to take a very important call. But yeah, with Bishop, yeah, where the hell is Bishop, man? You know, we haven't seen him. What was that, episode 2 or episode 3? So hopefully we'll get some type of closure, or we'll see the status of Bishop during the season finale, all right, which comes on 2 days from now. Magneto was right. That's what, according to Val. And I'm not going to say Magneto's 100% right. I'm not going to say he's 100% justified. But I understand. Now, me personally, I would side with Magneto over Professor Xavier. All right? I'm not saying Magneto's way is the only way, is the right way. But compared to Professor Xavier's way, no. Because Xavier, he acts as if humans are not doing anything wrong. And take it from me, a human myself, you know, we do a lot of wrong. And the problem with Xavier, he's looking at us as if, you know, we're the innocent ones and the mutants are the one who has to adjust and all that. No, well, humans have to adjust too. And like I say, the fact that they are creating these Prime Sentinels, that's even proves Magneto's point even further, you know? So, but yeah, man, when Magneto went up there and just shut everything down, the dude had enough. And he said, enough. And don't forget, man, his daughter is Scarlet Witch, and his son is Quicksilver. You know, y'all know what Scarlet Witch did in the comics. No more mutants. You know, so But it's going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious. I wonder if we're going to see Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver here. I know we saw him in the X-Men animated series. I can't remember how many episodes it was. I remember there was at least one episode that was devoted to them. They was the main characters in it. But they might have popped up in a couple more episodes. We did see them in, what was the other X-Men movie? Was it Wolverine? An X-Men show. I think it was Wolverine and X-Men, or it was X-Men Evolution. Probably was X-Men Evolution. But I don't know why I'm bringing that up, because X-Men the animated series is the continuity of X-Men 97. But I remember seeing them in there, so we know that they're somewhere around. But yeah, man, yeah, Magneto was right. Magneto was right, man, and I don't blame him. But I'm curious. They had to have done. Bastion had to have done something to Magneto, because why the hell else would he be in his underwear? He had to have done something. So for all we know, Magneto might be a goddamn Prime Sentinel. Might be a Prime Sentinel. So don't know when it's gonna activate, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, man, I enjoyed episode 8. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. It's just a whole back of nines for majority of this season. Probably except for that episode where, what was that? Where Jubilee and Sunspot was in the video game. I didn't really feel that one that much. But yeah, Charles and Storm, though, yeah, y'all gotta do better. You gotta do better, man. You gotta do better than what the hell you're doing. Your team needs you. The world needs you. Okay. All right. Anyway, share your thoughts. Let me know. What did you think of X-Men 97 episode 8? Please hit the like and subscribe button. Student of the Game podcast. Peace out. Oh, and please don't forget to check out episode 9 review, which will be coming up shortly. Student of the Game podcast. Peace.